Okay, good morning. Welcome to
MathyMath127.
MathyMath127. So this is a problem from the challenge section in Art of Problem Solving, chapter 5, on multivariable linear equations. And they say it's from an old ARML, which is a high school test, high school math contest. So it says x plus 1 over y equals 4. 1 over x plus y equals 1/4. Find x over y. That's a pretty good challenge, actually. And this problem gave you a ton of trouble this morning. So what are some ideas that you had?
Well, I tried adding them,
Okay.
adding these two equations.
All right.
You'd get x squared plus 1 over x plus y squared plus 1 over y equals, well, it equals 4 squared plus 1 over 4.
Okay, interesting.
So it's an interesting pattern, but it could be just coincidence.
Yeah, where do you think that pattern comes from?
Well, you have the 4s and 1/4. You have these things.
Yeah, you're right. It is actually a pretty interesting pattern, but it comes from the fact that that pattern is kind of hiding in the equations to begin with.
Well, if we want to solve for x over y, we maybe won't need to solve for x and y independently.
Okay.
But first we need to figure out how we can get x over y's.
Yeah.
Because this looks pretty complicated.
Yeah, that is going to be pretty complicated.
Well,
What's a different way we can start here?
we could solve for x and y because we could substitute out x in, we can say x is 4 minus 1 over y.
Yeah.
Substitute that in here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the interesting thing, that's going to lead to probably some quadratic equations, because you're going to have like you were saying before, y squared plus 1, and you would have to solve them. And there must be a way to do it without quadratics, because we haven't, in the book here, they haven't gotten to quadratics yet. That's tricky. It's tricky to even know what to do here.
Well, what if we wanted to get rid of the fractions, just to make our life a bit easier?
Yeah, that seems like a good approach, because having those 1 over y's and 1 over x's, the 1/4 isn't as bothering,
Yeah.
but the 1 over y's and 1 over x's are a little bit annoying.
So our new equations would be xy plus 1 is 4y, and xy plus 1. I sort of reversed the order on this one, but this is why we're 4.
Okay, how did you get that?
So we multiply this equation, or no, it's x over 4. Because you multiply this equation by the whole thing by x, and this whole thing by y.
Okay, so we have xy plus 1 equals 4y, xy plus 1 equals x over 4.
Well, that says that 4y is x over 4.
Oh. Okay, well that's nice.
And 16y is x.
Uh-huh.
Well, x over y is 16.
Interesting. So on this one, it just turned out that clearing out the denominators led to an interesting equality, and to make sure that was x over 4, not y over 4, but and then once you have that equality, noticing that those two things were equal, led you to x over y equals 16. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Good work. Good work, hon.